what I'm curious about is why then we see it in that southern belt. What is their reasoning, or to the extent that it's possible to ascertain, to understand?
Bueno, primero porque ese mapa solo muestra un año.
First of all, because this map only shows 1 year.
Si lo pusiéramos con 6 años,
If we did it over 6 years,
habría, por ejemplo, muchas personas
there would be a lot of people,
o muchos casos en Chihuahua.
or a lot of cases in Chihuahua.
Ahorita pareciera que no hay.
Now it appears that there's none.
En el informe que entregamos el año pasado,
In the report that we put out last year,
pueden ver el mapa como de más años.
you can see the map of more years.
Y el problema es que en México, en el norte,
And the problem is that Mexico in the north,
aunque la violencia del narco también es muy fuerte,
even though the violence of the narcos, of the drug traffickers is very strong,
casi no hay defensores de derechos humanos.
there's almost no human rights defenders.
El movimiento social está más fracturado
The social movement is more fractured
y es más pequeño.
and smaller.
Donde vamos a ver más defensores atacados
Where we're going to see more human rights defenders attacked
es en los estados donde históricamente
is in the states where historically
ha habido una resistencia de la gente.
there was a resistance from the people.
Y porque además hay más recursos en el sur que en el norte.
And furthermore, there's more resources in the south than in the north.
Natural resources también.
Naturales?
Sí,
Yeah,
recursos
natural
naturales.
resources.
Un ejemplo muy concreto es Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua.
A very concrete example is Ciudad Juárez in Chihuahua.
Ahorita no tenemos casos,
Now we don't have cases,
no porque no pase nada,
not because nothing is happening there,
sino porque la mitad de los defensores
because the half of the human rights defenders
fueron asesinados o desaparecidos
were killed or
en
disappeared
años anteriores.
in previous years.
Y la otra mitad,
And the other half,
bueno, de la que quedó,
who remain,
unos están en Estados Unidos,
they're either in U.S.
o otros en el Distrito Federal,
or in Mexico City,
huyendo de la represión.
fleeing repression.
Y solo algunos
And only some
ahora trabajan con el dinero de la Iniciativa Mérida,
now work and with Merida Initiative money,
protegiendo derechos humanos.
protecting human rights.
Entonces, o sea, no lo refleja porque es solo un año,
So it doesn't reflect because it's just 1 year.
pero pueden revisar los otros informes que hemos entregado
But you can see the other reports that we put out
para que vean también cómo ha caminado la represión.
where the repression has moved to.
El primer estado donde hubo donde se inició la militarización
The first state where militarization started
es Michoacán,
is Michoacán.
y hasta la fecha sigue habiendo mucha violencia.
And until now, there's still a lot of violence.
Después fue el Juárez, ¿cómo era? Juárez Seguro.
After it was Juárez,
Y también llegó el ejército y la Policía Federal,
and the army and the federal police also arrived,
y ellos fueron los que mataron a los defensores,
and they were the ones who killed the human rights defenders,
a todos aquellos que luchaban contra la militarización.
those that were fighting against militarization.
De Ciudad Juárez, es cierto, en el informe anterior,
In the last report,
nosotros hace 6 años
6 years ago, we
tratábamos de descubrir por qué en Ciudad Juárez mataban tanta gente.
tried to figure out why they were killing so many people in Ciudad Juárez.
Y sospechábamos que había una transnacional atrás,
And we suspected that there was a transnational corporation behind it,
pero no había información.
but there wasn't information.
El año pasado
Last year,
salió la información
came to light
de que se está construyendo el puente internacional más grande
that they're going to build the biggest international bridge
entre Estados Unidos y México.
between the U.S. and Mexico.
Y exactamente va a aterrizar
And it's going to land exactly where?
en el Valle de Juárez,
In Juárez Valley,
que es donde ha habido más desplazados
which is where there's been the most displaced
por la violencia.
because of violence.
Eso baja el precio de la tierra,
This way, the price of land goes down
porque es un lugar, una ciudad fantasma ahorita.
because it's a ghost town now.
Y pues los grandes inversionistas pueden comprar la tierra muy barato
And the big investors can buy the land really cheap
y construir una nueva ciudad
and build a new city
con trabajadores solo para el puente internacional
with workers who is just going to work the international bridge.
y alrededor de 500,000 personas
And around 500,000 people
se han quedado sin casa
are now without homes
en el Valle de Juárez nada más.
in Juárez Valley.
Ese es un ejemplo muy concreto
This is a very concrete example
que lamentablemente podemos descubrir
that unfortunately we've been able to find out
después de tanto terror.
after so much terror.
Antes de eso, cuando decíamos que algo estaba pasando,
Before this, when we said that, oh, something's happening,
el Estado decía que éramos mentirosos,
the government called us liars,
que inventábamos,
said that we invented stuff,
inclusive parte del movimiento social,
including part of the social movement,
decíamos que éramos paranoicos
said that we were paranoid,
o que éramos partidarios de la teoría del complot.
or that we were
Conspiracy theory.
conspiracy theorists, yes.
Exactamente. Creo que ustedes la conocen bien aquí, ¿no?
I think you know this well here.
I spend half the year working in Arizona at the border with Mexico with several humanitarian aid and human rights organizations. The main one I work with is No Más Muertes, No More Deaths in Tucson. There is so much similarity between your work and our work. It's amazing, and between the way the Mexican government treats you and the way Homeland Security treats us, just everything is so similar. We felt that, and I want to connect with you and have you connect with No Más Muertes later, but when people ask us, people in the United States ask, why are you working in Sonora, in Nogales, Sonora? Isn't it so dangerous there? And the violence is going to spill over into the United States, and it's so terrible. We tend to say that it's the U.S. militarization of the border, especially in funneling all the migrant border crossers through Arizona, through the most treacherous parts of the desert, hoping they will die in the desert. It's that intensive militarization, which now includes spy drones over Nogales, Arizona, and Nogales, Sonora. It's that militarization that has led to an increase in violence on the Mexico side, because it's more difficult for the drug cartels to get across the border now, so they are more heavily armed. And they are what's creating the violence is really has increased since we built the walls and cut off the border and militarized the border. And that if we demilitarize, it will actually be safer. If we demilitarize the border, it will actually be safer. What do you think of that? Do you think there's any truth in that? Are we not seeing the bigger picture in Mexico? What is your reaction to this?
Estados Unidos cerró la frontera
The U.S. closed the border,
no para que la droga no pasara.
not so that drugs wouldn't pass.
Si Estados Unidos puede invadir países, podría cerrar muy bien la frontera.
If the U.S. can invade other countries, they could close the border easily.
La cerró para evitar la migración.
They closed it to prevent migration.
El TLC ha provocado
The free trade agreement has caused
que el 75% de los mexicanos
75% of Mexicans
sea pobre
to be poor,
y 30%
and 30%
sea miserable,
are in absolute poverty.
que vivan con menos de un salario, que vivan con menos de $1 al día.
Who live on less than $1 a day.
Se sorprenderían que sí viven.
And it's surprising that they are even able to live.
Al cerrar la frontera,
By closing the border,
la gente de todos modos quería alcanzar el sueño americano.
people still wanted to be able to get to American soil.
Y entonces la violencia del narcotráfico
So the drug cartels war
empezó a
Violence.
atacar a los migrantes
started to attack
para que
migrants,
por terror
so that through terror
detuviera el flujo migratorio.
they could detain the flow of migrants,
el cual ha bajado mucho,
which has gone down a lot.
pero porque la gente que está atravesando nuestro país
Because the people that are crossing our country
de Centroamérica
from Central America,
o la gente mexicana que también sube hacia Estados
or
Unidos,
people from Mexico who also go north to the U.S.,
son ahora nuevos esclavos.
are now new slaves.
El-
Now what?
New slaves.
los cárteles de la droga los secuestran
The drug cartels kidnap them
y los ponen a trabajar gratis
and puts them to work for free
para generar más droga,
to generate more drugs,
tráfico de personas,
human trafficking,
tráfico de órganos,
organ trafficking,
parte del tráfico de armas,
part of the weapons trafficking.
y por terror han detenido el flujo migratorio.
And through terror, they've managed to stop the flow of migrants.
Nosotros creemos que
We believe that
la crisis económica norteamericana
the crisis in the U.S., the economic crisis in the U.S.,
ya no necesita más mano de obra
they don't need more labor force.
y tiene que parar y cerrar sus fronteras
And they have to close their borders
porque entre más gente venga,
because more people that come,
el ingreso de todos baja.
that everybody's income goes down.
Y entonces genera una lucha
So they generate a struggle
entre todos los inmigrantes y los que ya son ciudadanos,
between all the immigrants, even those, including those that are already citizens,
porque van a bajar los ingresos.
because salaries, incomes will go down.
Inclusive ahorita están en Estados Unidos, según lo que he leído,
Also now, in the United States, according to what I've read,
viviendo la agudización de la política neoliberal.
is they're living the sharpening the increase of neoliberalism.
La privatización de absolutamente todo.
It's the privatization of everything, absolutely everything.
The difference in our situation, you're facing the underlying motive being the greed of the mining corporations, the corporations that are going after Mexico's natural resources. We are fighting with our immigration laws and the fight in Congress right now. We're fighting the greed, the corporate greed of the private for-profit prison industry that has made billions and billions of dollars by putting in private prisons for immigrants in Arizona and Texas, and now they're starting in the other two border states of New Mexico and California. And those private corporations, private prison corporations, are what pushed for SB 1070 in Arizona, and are pushing for all the increased militarization at the border in Congress.
We unfortunately have to wrap things up because there's another group who needs our space at 1. But we'd be happy to continue chatting for a few minutes. We can step outside if they need to come in, and we'll hang out if there are ongoing comments or questions. I just wanted to remind you to stop and get some flyers there. There are 2 things that I'd really like to plug. One is I did double check, in the delegation that's going to Mexico, the theme is NAFTA and the roots of migration, is over the spring break here at the University of Wisconsin. So that fits well into your schedule. I'd really encourage you to share it with colleagues, classes, other folks who might be interested. There are options for students to get credit through independent studies, so we're happy to work with folks. We're also the scholarship fund, so any barriers there might be, we're happy to work with people to make it work. There's also the little purple flyers are for the Witness for Peace 30th anniversary party that we're having here in Madison. It's November 16th. It's just a fun event. We have an El Salvadorian band, a lot of good food. So it just is meant to be fun and celebratory. We'll have little report backs from some of our delegations, which is just a great way to connect with our work further here in Madison without having to go too far. So thank you so much for your support, and we'll hang out for a few minutes, and thanks so much to Francisco. If we can give him a round of applause for his work.